This is my husband, Ronnie, and we're professional renovators.
George is all about the design and style, and I've got the hands-on building experience.
He is a machine. Together, we're putting the skills we learned on the block to good use, helping people who need a hand putting life back into a tired old room in their house, and doing it on a tiny budget.
We don't always see eye to eye.
But we're restyling, refreshing and reinventing Australian homes room by room.
Oh, that's so cute! My God!
Well, wait.
And it all begins in this former commercial bakery.
We've repurposed into our very own Quick Room Flips workshop.
So, Ron, it's master bedroom time. I love styling bedrooms. I'm so excited about this one.
I can't wait. Let's see what the challenge is.
Yep.
Ronnie and Georgia, we really need your help.
Got a big dirty brown problem right in the middle of our bedroom.
We'd love to bring you into our home and work with you on the tools. We loved you on the block and we think you've got a great style and you'd make this room something we could really love.
Wow, check that out, George. What is that wardrobe doing in the middle of the room?
I mean, I totally hear what they're saying. It needs to go.
This one's going to give me grey hairs.
Come on, we can do it. The overall theme for the room, I'm going to do modern Hamptons. There's a hero, and it's going to be this wall, and it's going to be wallpaper. We're going to remove this ugly wardrobe. We're going to have two zones, a sleeping zone, which will be defined obviously by the bed and the bedside tables, and then a living zone. So we're going to have some sort of seating arrangement over here. They've got existing prefabbed wardrobes, which will go there, a chest of drawers. Over here, I'm going to upcycle because you know I love to upcycle. So there'll be a piece of upcycled furniture here and some artwork on the wall. The overall budget for this reno, $3,500. This is, you know, not overly challenging because we're used to renovating, but for someone who's not used to that kind of work, this could be very, very overwhelming. And I think once that wardrobe's removed, the impact and the change that's going to make to this bedroom will just be huge.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And it's a good thing that Adrian looks big and strong because we're going to need his help.
George, you ready?
You knock. Hello! Hi, guys. How are you?
Welcome. Hi. Who's excited?
Very excited.
Oh, can't wait to get into this one. Hey, Ron.
I can't wait to get rid of that wardrobe.
I know.
Oh,
You guys ready
me
to get
too,
dirty?
Definitely.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Come on, let's go. Oh, there she is.
There she is. Look at that big bad boy. And like, who put the wardrobe in the middle of a room?
What we're going to do, the very first thing we're going to do is get all the furniture out of the room.
Yep.
And then I'm going to get my reciprocal saw and just cut this bad boy in half.
That sounds
This
awesome.
is dangerous. This is dangerous. Running loose with a
Let some
reciprocal.
frustration out.
Sounds awesome.
That's awesome.
We're going to get straight into it. Let's go, babe.
So with regard to the furniture elements for the room, when you're renovating on a budget like we are, you have to work with what you've already got. So the bedside tables and the bed are staying, and they have some existing wardrobes which are staying. So that's where I took my design cues from those elements because they weren't going to change. So I knew I had to work around that.
One of the two wardrobes that was screwed together had actually lost its backing.
This is really flimsy.
Yep.
So we want to just keep it as is. Remove this. Once that's
Yep.
gone, then we'll
Yep.
move it in the middle of the room and paint
No,
around
we
it.
can't. Because I've got a jip rocket. This is going to, we're going to
Yeah,
have to
so
put it
leave it there
outside.
while you're jip rocking.
No.
It's not really designed to be moved around too much. I just think if we move it, I don't want it to fall apart.
Hey guys,
Hey, Joel, how are you, mate?
Lovely.
Perfect timing. Good to see you.
good to see you.
So Joel has been through all of our renovations. He's a builder, he's a chippy, and he's a hard worker. And more importantly, he knows what Georgia's like.
He knows what Ronnie's like.
We'll let you solve this argument. Georgia wants to leave this in the room. I want to take it out.
Why can't we just move it in the middle of the room and work around it?
I need to
It's
do
gotta stay
some
here.
plastering up here.
I'd rather have it out. We'll take the doors off, make
All right.
it easier.
Ronnie wins. Thanks, champ. Let's go.
Watch out for the light.
Good job, boys. Erin had to go and do the daycare sort of kid run, and you know, when she was going to get back, that wardrobe was see you later. It was going to be gone.
There's nothing more I love than a new blade on a reciprocating saw.
Aside from your wife, obviously.
Yeah, stand it. For me, I get great satisfaction out of demolishing things.
Hey
Come
guys, got some coffees.
Yes, oh yes, please, come in.
15. Coffee.
Oh, hello. I hope you haven't changed your mind.
Oh my God! This is amazing.
What do you think?
I love it already. You know what? You can just go.
Okay, fine. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Off to the beach. Yeah, thank you very much. Yum. Oh,
my
hello, darling.
gosh.
Joel and I are going to go enjoy these coffees outside. Can I get you to quickly clean up for us?
Can we just talk about our timeline and
Sure.
how we're tracking? Because I'm always conscious of that.
What Joel and I have to do, we've got to remove the bottom. What we've done is we've salvaged a piece of cornice. So we've got enough for that wall.
Awesome.
The wall was actually plastered behind the cupboard, so that was a win.
Oh, awesome.
Now, the only thing is, once we remove this, we're hoping that there's floorboards underneath. So we're hoping for a trifecta, guys. So, you know, it came the time to actually remove that bottom bit. This is to see if we actually win the trifecta. Please. Ready? There was floorboards. It wasn't polished, but, you know, we'll take that. That is a win. That is a trifecta. I'll take that all day long.
Good odds.
Love it.
Once we remove the wardrobe, that's a really long, narrow space. And so from a design planning point of view, that sort of presented some challenges for me. We're working on a tiny budget, so it was all about being really savvy about where I was shopping and how we were going to actually style the space. So it was important that we used some of their existing furniture and we just topped it up with a few key pieces. This is my Gumtree find. It's actually a mid-century piece of furniture all the way from the UK. I love the colours of it. I've sprayed some panels white because I really want it to match with my modern take on the classic Hamptons theme. The design of the room, the theme of the room and the size of the room all lent itself to wanting to feature a pendant. But the ceiling height really limited me. I just was figuring out where it could go. I actually hung the pendant and then with the chain just looped it, and having a featured chain pendant over the sitting area was a real sort of feature when you first walk in the room. Erin and Adrian had been amazing help, hey?
Fantastic.
All morning.
Amazing.
But it was time to send them off because I wanted the reveal at the end of the day to be a surprise for them. So if you wouldn't mind vacating for a couple of hours, and then when you come back, it'll all be done.
I'll leave this with you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. See you in a couple of hours. Okay, so this is my delightful wallpaper all the way from the UK, and I'm excited because I think the team from WA Wallpaper are here. And I can't wait to see this on the wall. Hi, guys.
Hi, Georgia. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too. Hello. Thank you for coming. Hello. So what do you think?
Beautiful.
Straightforward?
Yep, great.
Easy
Yep,
peasy?
easy.
Good. All right.
problem
Come on,
at
I'll
all.
take you in. So we're in the room. Ron's, you know, painting walls. The wallpaper guys have arrived. They're about to install it. And I'm just standing in the space and I'm looking at the wall where the wallpaper was originally going to go. So I just sort of thinking out loud going, do we need to like flip the flip? Do we need to flip the walls? Okay, so I'm thinking now, don't hate me. I think I want this wall to be wallpapered.
We've prepped all morning for that wall to be done.
I was standing in the space and we've got this beautiful feature wallpaper and I didn't want it like to be abstracted by like a window and an aircon vent, and then I just saw this gorgeous plain wall calling my name. But just because you want that wall done in your head doesn't mean it's the right choice. Now that we're in the room, this makes so much more sense because you don't have a window, you don't have shears, you don't have an aircon. Ron is like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know, can we do this? Have a window, you don't have shears, you don't have an aircon. And I just think, like, I'm gonna have to read.
I like
shaking
it.
your head
I like
for?
it. I like it.
In the end, guess what? We just totally flipped the flip. Is that easier for you guys to just do a straight wall as well? And it makes more sense, right?
We totally agree, yeah.
Do we agree? Yes! Yes! Timing was really critical because the wallpaper guys actually had started prepping the original wall. You know, if I had walked in a half an hour later, we wouldn't have been able to go back. So it was almost like divine timing. The wallpaper's now going on the other wall, which means when you first walk in, you don't see that wow factor, you don't see the hero piece. But that's okay because I've got some beautiful artwork, I've got that upcycled piece of furniture, I've got the couch, the hanging pendant. Look, there's a lot of heroes in the room. It's all gonna look fab. The pendant over the couch is really just a feature to zone this area on that seating zone, I had, you know, a couple of expensive hero cushions with, you know, lovely textures and beadings and a few of the blues to pull in from the wallpaper. And then I just had some really cheap $8 pillows on there too. I purchased this really cute wicker ottoman which can act as a, you know, an extra seat or a coffee table just to sort of really set the tone of what that zone is all about. And who wouldn't want to sit down here, have a nice little cuppa and, you know, just get your read on. So how do we make an inexpensive bed look expensive? It's all about pillow selection. And it's about mixing your textures as well. And your layers, get your layers happening. If you sort of get the right colour palette and you choose pillows within that colour palette, it's always gonna look awesome. The rugs on the floor, it was really interesting because they were different shapes. They were different textures, but they were the same colour scheme, so they matched really well together. Now that I've styled the space and all the furniture's in, I'm just so loving the new layout, and I just actually can't believe I didn't think of it in the first instance.
Adrian, Erin, thank you so much for today. Thanks for helping. Do you guys want to check it out?
Yes.
Sure do.
We've had so much fun today.
Guys,
Oh, here she is.
it's ready. Come on, I'm so excited. Let's go.
Let's
Go.
Okay. Deep breath. Oh my God.
Wow, wait. This is awesome.
How big does it look?
That's huge.
Georgia has smacked it out of the park.
It's like a full master
I
suite
feel
now.
like Kim Kardashian ugly guy.
And there was so much to take in. Like, you had to look at that wall, then you had to look at that wall, then you turn around and it's like, oh, wow, because the room was so large, they were, you know, they were blown away.
I just can't believe it. Like, it's absolutely stunning. Thank you.
You know, Adrian's a man of not too many words, but he was definitely lost for words at that point in time. And it's such a cool feeling. Like, we created that for them. Budget. Let's talk budget. We went a little over. We came in at, you know, $3,900. We got a really special deal on our lights and our wallpaper. But if we were having to pay, you know, retail price, you'd be pushing well over $4,000 for this flip, which in hindsight is still a great investment. It's a master bedroom. This is where you end your day. This is where you start your day. So it had to be really special.
Absolutely. And the fact that, you know, we rocked up in the morning and the big wardrobe was there, and then within a few hours, this was the end product. It feels like you're on holiday.
So special and, you know, great flip, Ron. Job well done.
Well done, baby.